today we are looking at a very critical development that sparked global attention, and it's even raising a quiet concern across diplomatic and security circles. We're talking about US President Donald Trump announcing that American forces carried out what he described as numerous deadly strikes against Islamic State targets in northwestern Nigeria, reportedly on Christmas Day. According to US Africa Command, the operation was carried out at the request of Nigerian authorities and resulted in the killing of several ISIS fighters. The statement, however, has generated debate not only because it marks the first publicly acknowledged US strike in Nigeria under Trump, but also because of the language used, the timing, and the broader implications for Nigeria's sovereignty, internal security, and already delicate religious balance. Is this a necessary counterterrorism collaboration, or do you think that this risks refraining or reframing Nigeria's complex security challenges through dangerous global religious lens? This is a conversation that I'll be having with Cynthia, and there's a lot of questions that we need to answer. I don't know if we can answer all of those questions, but we must, just see what we need to see about them, because so far what we understand is that the nature of the strike, as confirmed by AFRICOM, the timing, the coordination was done with the Nigerian authorities. So what we are getting here is that there is a collaboration with the Nigerian authorities. And I'm going to just pull this tweet out from, give me a sec. I'm going to pull this tweet out from the US Africa Command. And the tweet says, at the direction of the President of the United States and the Secretary of War and in coordination with Nigerian authorities, US Command, at the direction of the President of the United States and the Secretary of War, and in coordination with Nigerian authorities, U.S. Africa Command conducted strikes against ISIS terrorists in Nigeria on December 25th, 2025 in Sokoto State.
So this is from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Abuja. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Federal Republic of Nigeria confirms that Nigerian authorities remain engaged in structured security cooperation with international partners, including the United States of America, in addressing the persistent threat of terrorism and violent extremism. This has led to precision hits on terrorist targets in Nigeria by airstrikes in the Northwest. In line with established international practice and bilateral understandings, this cooperation includes the exchange of intelligence, strategic coordination, and other forms of support consistent with international law, mutual respect for sovereignty, and shared commitments to regional and global security. Nigeria reiterates that all counterterrorism efforts are guided by the primacy of protecting civilian lives, safeguarding national unity, and upholding the rights and dignity of all citizens, irrespective of faith or ethnicity. Terrorist violence in any form, whether directed at Christians, Muslims, or other communities, remains an affront to Nigeria's values and to international peace and security. The federal government continues to work closely with its partners through established diplomatic security channels to weaken terrorist networks, disrupt their financing and logistics, and prevent cross-border threats while strengthening Nigerians' own security institutions and intelligence capabilities. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs will continue to engage relevant partners and keep the public informed through appropriate official channels. And this was signed by Kini Momotimi Ebienfa.
What all of this is telling us? It's telling us too many stories. Okay, first of all, Donald Trump has said he did this alone. That is what his statement is. At my order, at my command. And we have the Ministry of Foreign Affairs saying that, this didn't happen alone. It's an intelligence exchange. And I do not doubt our intelligence level in terms of the military. Our military prowess is there. We have the statistics. We fought wars for countries. Look at what we did in Benin Republic just recently. And I think that is why many Nigerians are always concerned. We are very swift to take actions in other countries. Then you come back home. I'm still trying to understand how we've had some of our military officers go into the US to have some dialogues to talk about these same insecurity issues. And it's as though in the midst of all of this, we are hearing Donald Trump say, I've come out to strike. Why did we have to wait till he made that statement? We were able to do something in Benin Republic. Why didn't we fix the problem in Nigeria?
Well, I believe like I said, it's an ongoing thing. And we're working with the US, we're working with other countries as well. So for all those that are prepared to work with us to combat terrorism, to ensure security in our region, in Nigeria itself, we're ready to cooperate. We're ready to collaborate. So this is something, that has remained the same. Put it this way, you can call it a new phase of an old conflict. For us, it's something that's been ongoing. So we focus on that.
So are you people now saying the approved defense in Nigeria, all Nigerians approved of, even if not all, most Nigerians approved of, is not capable of leading an intelligence communication? Is that what we are asking?
And this one says, I like how the US military shoots first, then ask questions later. If they had announced an impending strike, some elements within the Nigerian military intelligence will snitch and those terrorists will shift location. Could act decisively in Benin Republic, yet terrorists continue to operate freely at home until foreign powers allegedly intervene. That comparison alone is an indictment of Nigeria's leadership. But the problem is these people hurt people.
As a sovereign nation has the right to come out and tell you what they want to tell you. It could be just to, safeguard the people, just for the safety of the people. Because when we talk of safety, it's not guarding people only. Safety in the mind too, mentally, very important. Because if a news comes out now, bombing somewhere close to you, you will be very, very destabilized. So the country, Nigeria, has the right to say, we do not want to release this news now. This is how we want to release this news. We cannot defend ourselves. We went to this place and we defended ourselves. We did this, we did that. But it's also, we have the right, to control our defense. We have the right to, put out what we want to put out, to how our information is communicated to the world. So I'm taking Donald Trump's own comments more like he commented based on, I am a part of this. I am a lead in this. And we shouldn't take it out of context as him trying to shade. When you look at that message very well, you see that he's out for those bad guys. He's saying, you people are not going to, how did he even, there's something he said about Christmas, Merry Christmas, but not to, Merry
Christmas to the dead terrorists.
So even more. He's not all about, I'm fighting Nigeria. He's fighting for peace. He's looking for, so we shouldn't take his message as well out of context. That's where Nigerians are getting it right. I think that is what is sparking all of this, debate and drags and whatnot. Nigeria can partner, any other country can partner with anybody for anything, especially as a sovereign nation. And we should have.
If I could come in here, remember when the Archbishop Wilfred started speaking out? The issue of insurgency didn't start today.
Yes.
Think back about insurgency. Yes. Think about the Chibok girls. Think about the bombing in Plateau. Think about the one in Yanya. Think about all of them. Think about the one in Kwara, the kidnapping in Kwara, the abduction in Niger State. You see how we as a nation come out to announce the stories. We almost leave our citizens to be at the mercy of the abductors, of the terrorists. And so they cry for help. Do you know that? Now, did you see the Nigerian government reach out to that pastor Wilfred, Archbishop Wilfred, to come talk about what was happening? The man went on social media and was crying every day. And he started crying last year. It's not even that he started today. Crying every day that they are killing his church members, killing people in the community. Sometimes he goes into the grave with the dead people. Now, what will a government do? You see that situation. They didn't call him, but guess who called him? They had a dialogue with him in US. They didn't have to fly him out. But this person is here with us in Nigeria. Why did we not have a conversation with him? And I think that is that place where we start wondering, where's the place of care? Where's the place of empathy? And the president may not know all of this, but there are people working with you. Every now and then, there are news stories of abductions, of kidnappings, of slaughtering of innocent lives, whether it's Christians or Muslims. And the citizens have been crying every now and then. See the ones that happened in November. Look at those school children that were abducted. We came out to hear that, 50 small children escaped. They were able to escape and not rescued by the Nigerian military. How? So we leave more questions in the hearts of the citizens than answers. And so when people are talking, they're speaking from a place of frustration too. They're speaking from a place of we are helpless. So anywhere the help is coming, let it come. You're not going to tell a hungry man to that the food was poisoned.
You eat cautious how we accept this help.
That's the
very
problem.
Cautious.
Now you see that's the problem, because we didn't need to ask the US to come. They didn't. In short, I'm not sure we asked them. They saw the problem and gave in, and then we said, "Oh, if we do not say yes, now it will look like we're not collaborating." That's what it looked like, because all of this noise only happened when Trump started speaking. What were we doing before then? Why were we not taking decisive steps? I could go on and on, but time is no longer on our side. So I just want to conclude by saying that maybe we continue this conversation on Monday, because we'll see how things roll out. And we've seen some pictures from the site in Sokoto. We've seen how, the things have panned out. We are seeing, but as at now, we do not have a record of if there are any casualties, if any lives have been lost, because that's what people also say. What are the bodies? We want to see the bodies of the terrorists. That'll be the perfect Christmas gift. And I know that as we get those stories, anytime we get them, we'll update you. Trust us to be on top of the news to, get you up to speed. But as we close, I like to say that as Nigeria continues to confront insecurity on multiple fronts, moments like this remind us that global attention can bring both support and scrutiny. But the real question remains, how can international cooperation help restore peace without deepening divisions or oversimplifying complex realities?